A lot of companies are using WordPress to develop their online website, simply because WordPress is quite easy to do, and actually you do not need to know any sort of coding to actually go about creating your own company webpage. This is exactly what we're going to do in this video tutorial. Okay, so before I go into customizing my webpage, what I've done is actually I've downloaded and installed a theme. The theme is actually called Zach Blackbread. So if I go to my appearance and I go to my themes, I will find this particular theme right here. So you can see that it's been activated. Now, why I have actually used this particular theme, there's a good reason, because as you will see, this whole theme has been divided into sections, and it's quite easy to actually go about changing all of this and customizing each of these sections. And it basically gives you all of the most important information about your company. Of course, if you would like to change this, you can go into the editor and change all of these settings there. But then, like we have seen before, you would actually need to know some coding like HTML or PHP. Alright, so customizing it, it's quite easy, like I've said before, and it will take you only a short period of time. And basically, if I have a look at my page, this is what the page looks like. So this is something that I like to call one page show it all, because you can add everything here, and once again you can put some links here as well if you wanted to. Alright, so I scroll down this page and it gives this modern look, so it's very responsive, and basically there are many different sections here which you can edit and change and show your representation of your company. So this is quite good and I quite like it, and in this video tutorial we'll go ahead and we'll see how to customize all of this. Now, customization, as I've said, it's very easy. So let's go ahead and you can look at all of the widgets, you can look at all the plugins, you can install many different plugins. But if we go to customize like we've done before, we're going to be presented with all the available options right here on the left hand side, and of course on the right hand side there is the live preview of what's going on. So going through all of these options, and there's quite a lot, you will actually set up your web page. So basically this is setting up your web page, this particular landing page, and like I've said before, you can use, like we've done before, many different menus to actually link to many different pages. Alright, so let's get started. Straight ahead at the top you'll see that I'm using a free demo version. You can always buy a full pro version, for which you will have to pay. Okay, so basically under the first menu here you'll find some information that you can navigate to different pages of your site to preview them as well. Alright, we'll come to the site title and tagline. Now this is not this Z Blackbread displayed here, this is something different. This is your logo, but this is actually what will be displayed at the top of your page, at the top of your browser. So that little tab right at the top. In my case, it's what's going to be displayed there is my company. I can also add a tagline if I wanted to. Then we'll come to the selections order, and this is something that you can do with a Pro full version. Basically, in this case, you can actually change how everything appears here. So for example, you would like to have this section here, our focus, maybe right at the bottom. Well, you can do that if you purchase a full version. When it comes to colors, the story is exactly the same. Basically, this demo version will only give you options to use this black, or there's also a lighter version which I can show you in just in a few minutes. Alright, then we come to the login customizer. Here you can set up your logo, your background, your form of a background, form styling, field styling, button styling, and others. Going back, we'll come to the general options. Alright, so this is where you actually set up your logo. So that's this bit right here. You can hit on select image and select your image. So basically you would go and find the logo of your company, and let's say for example my logo company is, let's put YouTube, and you can see that my logo is now placed right there. Okay, now you can actually disable preloader, and preloader is something that I would strongly suggest you enable. And basically I'll just save this and publish. I'll go here and I'm just gonna hit on refresh, and this is a preloader. Alright, so everything is preloaded while the people actually wait, and once they've actually entered your website, everything is loaded there, all the information, all the pictures and everything else is right there. Okay, so I would strongly recommend you leave this enabled, so you would actually not enable this disable preloader. Copyright information, so you can enter all the copyright information right there, and if we go all the way down to the bottom, that will actually appear right here. Facebook link, that's this button here, so you would enter your Facebook link, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, and few other links as well. Okay, then we come to the email section. Once again, we add footer, and here you would enter your email. So maybe, for example, info@mycompany.com. all right, and that actually changes there straight away. Same happens with the phone number, so you would enter your phone number right here, and then you would enter your address here as well. Okay, so in this field here, the next option will come to the big title section. All right, let's go all the way to the beginning of the page. All right, this is the big title section. Usually people put here that's something that's very interesting about their company. So for example, you can put some sort of a motto that you usually like to use, or some sort of information about your company, or just put what I'm going to do is I'm going to put welcome to my webpage. Okay, so it should update straight away. And then you have two buttons, there's the red button and the blue button. Okay, so you would enter some information here, so maybe company profile, and then you would enter a link, so you would basically create a page that will have some company profile information. That link will go here, and another button here, maybe you can put company information, and then you would put the company information webpage link right there. Okay, so you can see that those two have actually changed. Our focus selection, so that's this bit here, and basically you can add, at the moment there's only 4, but you can add as many as you would like. In those options here, you'll actually find whether to not hide this particular section. So if I hit on this enable, this will actually get rid of that particular section. If I disable this, it will actually show it there. Basically I can change this, our focus, so maybe to our products, and then the subtitle, our products categories. Okay, so basically we are setting the general settings of those sections. Then we come to the about us section, and that's the next one here. And basically once again you can hide it if you would like. Then you can actually write the title, you can enter some subtitle here, so maybe about us I can change to, and then the subtitle I'll put find more information about our company. Okay, and then you have the big left side title, so that's this bit here. Depending what you want to display, so we're actually into the section about us, you can actually change this to anything you would like. So maybe I can just put about us here. Okay, we'll see this change in a second. There it is. And this information here, this is the text. This is something that you can actually put information about your company here. So very brief summary. Okay, so we'll move down and we'll have these featured featured images, feature 1, 2, 3, and 4, and basically those are the ones actually displayed right here on the right hand side. Okay, basically what you can do here, and this is what people usually do, so maybe if we're some sort of a engineering company, we can actually put number of employees who are actually working as engineers, then we have some designers, then we can have some programmers, and some hardware designs or whatever you would like to put here. So the way we can do that, first of all, we'll actually change the title, so we can put engineers, and then we come to the text and we can say number of engineers at the company, and then the percentage, we can change this to whatever percentage we want. So maybe there's, for example, 21 engineers working at the company. Now we come to the second feature, which is this one here, and we can actually see that this has actually changed, and we can do exactly like that for the rest of those 3 features right there. Okay, so I'm not going to go into that because it's quite easy and straightforward. I'll just jump to the next section, which is actually our theme section. Okay, if I scroll down, we come to the our theme section, and basically this is where you would actually display some of the information about your team. Once again, we have the option to hide this, we have the option to enter our title, so our team we can maybe change to meet the team, and then the subtitle we can put CEOs or the board of our team or something like that, and we can actually insert their information there, and we'll see how to do that just in a few minutes. Alright, the next one is testimonial sections, so that's this bit here. So basically this is what other people have actually said about you, and once again we can hide it, and we can actually insert a different title, and we can insert a different subtitle. So maybe we can enter something like what other people have said about us, and that should appear right there. Okay, the next option here is the latest news section, and that's right beneath this, and basically you can enter many different news here as you would like. Okay, and let me scroll down, and basically the options we have here, this is the general settings. So the options we have is to hide it, to enter a title, so at the moment it's the latest news, and to actually enter some subtitles. Now we come to something that's called a ribbon section, and basically there are a few of those, and basically what you do here is you will insert some ribbons. So for example, let's go with the first one, and let's call this, doesn't matter, we already have news, but let's call this one portfolio. Now there's a button there, and we're going to say see the portfolio, and now there's a button link. So basically I would enter a link here to my webpage where my portfolio is actually stored. Now we can have one or two of those or more, as you will see later. So basically what I've just done is, let me go back to, okay, so this is basically what I have just done. I have entered this portfolio, and basically I will enter a button here, so button text, and let's put something like, let's put the same thing, let's put here our portfolio. So I'll just quickly copy this here, and a button will appear here, and when visitors come here, and they can actually click here and have a look at the portfolio. There's also another one which you can enter, and that one will appear just a bit more down your page. So basically this is adding a few different, if you like, sections like we had before. Okay, then there is the contact us section, which is this one here right at the bottom. Okay, here is the second actual ribbon that I have entered. I did not enter the email, sorry, the URL, and therefore there is no button here to click on. There's the latest news and get in touch with us. Okay, a couple of options. Get in touch. First of all, you can actually hide this. Get in touch with us, the title. There's a subtitle, the email address, so this is where you would put your own email address. The button, what would you like to be displayed here, send message, and then you have some side keys and secret keys. Okay, let's go into the Google Maps. Google Maps is only available for the Pro version, so basically you would have to purchase a full version to actually have your company, you know, displayed on a Google Map. Then we have the pricing section, which is also available only for the Pro versions. We have the back image. Okay, so as you have seen, when I scroll through all this, there's an image right at the back. Okay, so basically you can change that, and maybe you can put your own company photo here or something that you would like more than this little bridge. Okay, so you can do that, and there are some options here as well. So background repeat, no repeat, or you know, a couple of other options. Background position, whether it's going to be left justified, or let's see if this changes at all. I don't think it should, and it doesn't. And let's say that you can put it as a fixed. You see it doesn't move at all. And then let's say that I would like no repeat, and straight away you can see that these little lines here have disappeared. So basically it's not being repeated in any sort of horizontal or vertical direction. Down the bottom we have the navigation, and then you can select your primary menu, and you can set up the primary menu exactly the same as we have done before. The static page, now to have this displayed as it is, you'll have to enable your latest post. If you go to a static page, then you have to choose, you know, just a static page, and that will not be displaying this as it is. Alright, let's go into widgets, and here basically what you can do is, like I've said, there's many different sections, and you can enter any sort of widget into that section. Okay, so the first one is the focus. Let's actually go to our team selection, and if I scroll down, our theme selection. Alright, so this is basically what I'm editing at the moment. So I can add a widget here, and basically you can have all of the widgets here that come preloaded with WordPress, and if you scroll all the way down the bottom, you'll actually find the 4 widgets which have been added here. So basically you can add any sort of a widget here. So for example, you can enter a search box, you can enter some text, you can enter some sliders, some recent posts or whatever, but because we are actually, you know, let's go ahead and just enter some text here, and what I'll do is I'll just put some text. Alright, and I'll hit on apply, and there it is, there's my text. If I wanted to, I can add more widgets here. So let's, for example, say I want to add a calendar. I'll hit on the calendar, I'll give it some title, and my calendar will appear there straight away. Okay, so basically let's publish this. This is how you will go about changing these sections, actually what's being displayed there. And once again, if you change this, you can always go back and change the actual title which is displayed here and the subtitle. You can choose to also, you know, hide this and not display it at all. So we changed the section which was called our theme. Alright, so even though I still got this, I can change this and I can just write calendar, and this will change my main text into my main heading or my main title into calendar, and then I can have some sort of a calendar displayed right here. Save and publish, and when I reload my page, that should take FX straight away. So if I scroll down, it's already there. So there is no more our theme, this is the calendar now. And basically it depends what kind of information you would like to be displayed on your web page about your company. This is how you will actually go about adjusting and actually editing and customizing those sections. Like I've said, it's a very good idea, and I have seen this being used quite a lot recently. So basically it's a nice and neat way of actually showing and introducing your company to your viewers, to your visitors, and you know, it depends what kind of information you are actually looking to display here. Like I said before, this is just a skeleton of a theme, so basically you can go ahead and use the information of and all the widgets which they already have here, or you can just, you know, put your own widgets here and customize this particular theme to actually meet your needs. Of course, you can always go and buy the full version, which you, as you have seen, will actually allow you to actually customize this a bit more further. So this is actually how you would go about creating a web page for your company with this particular theme.